Hi guys, I'm Sabrina and I'm here back with Lakiba, and we just been talking about her course, her compassionate meditation and everything she does, but we wanted to talk a little bit about her book. She's also a writer, multi-talented. So I love the title of this book.
Yes.
Bread Crumbs from the soul. Wow.
Yes, yes.
So what is the book about, Lakiba? Tell us a little bit.
Well, I'm also a singer, songwriter, dancer,
Wow.
and I write poetry and a little bit of art. And I have been writing poetry all along, and also I had some kind of miraculous things happen in my life. Not super miracles, but just somebody popped in out of nowhere. I got an opportunity to sing for Nelson Mandela.
Oh,
that was like a miracle.
wow.
You know what I mean? Like big things that have happened.
Yeah.
And so I always kept a journal. Sometimes a grateful journal, sometimes just a journal. So I had these stories of when these unique happenings would happen. And so I had kept track of them.
Oh.
And then I was writing poetry, and I used to sing all the time, and at one time I wasn't able to sing, and so I remember I was doodling, and my doodles became my art. So I created, you can see this one, but I created a series of drawings.
Oh, wow.
That I did in pen and ink. So I had 30 or 40 of these drawings that I had done in pen and ink. And so I decided I'm going to put together a book. It's going to be my poetry, it's going to be my art, and it's going to be these stories. But the title,
Wow.
Bread Crumbs from the Soul, Finding Your Way Back Home, is really based on the fairy tale of Hansel and Gretel. And when they were taken out into the woods, I think it was Hansel put down these breadcrumbs so they could find their way back home.
Yeah.
Now in the fairy tale, I think a crow eats the bread, but in my book, the breadcrumbs stay there. And I'm talking about things that we've heard, things that we know deep inside on the soul level that will lead us back home. Where's home? Where we know ourselves, when we know who we really are, when we sense our soul being in play. It could be that I say something to you that reminds you of who you really are. It could be a phrase that your grandmother used to say. And when you heard her say that, or the way that she looked at you, you knew who you were, right? So those are the breadcrumbs. So my art, my poetry, and my stories were breadcrumbs for me to find myself again. Because the thing is, we find ourselves and then we get lost again.
I know!
Right? From day to day. We meditate, we go outside, and we fuss at somebody, right? What happens that we seem to be in that place, and then all of a sudden we kind of lose our way. But fortunately, if you've ever been home, you can find your way home, and you just have to find your pathway there. So that's really what the book is about.
Great.
For me, kind of a personal story, but also from the people that have read it, they say it reminds them of what they can do in their own life, you know, to find their way back to themselves. So
amazing.
I have to read it myself because I still get lost and found. And every now and then I have to pick up the book so I can get back into who I know myself to be.
And with that said, I wanted to ask you something I ask pretty much everyone I interview.
Okay.
It seems like you have a lot of stories, but I wanted you to please share with us one of the most amazing moments in your journey, and that maybe had really touched your heart and your soul and brought you closer to home, maybe. So
That's a good point. Well, I think I probably have several, but I'm going to pick something kind of recent,
okay.
more recent. I think since a child, I have always had empathy, was very empathic in terms of picking up on people who might not be feeling so good or whatever. I always wanted to kind of address them. And so I think from a young age, I always wanted to heal people or touch people or help people. And so recently, it kind of took a while for me to do it in the way that I really wanted to. But with my recent class, I was overwhelmed by the feeling that I received in them tapping into who they are and being able to heal and being able to grow. I mean, witnessing their breakthrough was just too much for me. I leave class crying in my car. I couldn't cry in the class, but you know, after class I'd be in my car driving home with just tears. Because it's, for me, it's opening that door for them, right?
Yeah.
And what's better than that?
Right.
I don't know anything better than that.
Sure.
You know, it's a humbling experience to witness someone being freed.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
great.
that's mine.
Well, thank you so much,
Thank you.
Lakiba. It's been great.
Thank you
and
for
thanks for
asking
your time.
me.
Well, yes.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.